Your ability to persuade others is one of the most powerful resources you will ever discover. During this eye-opening podcast, you'll join Wayne Sutton as you uncover the secrets of influence based upon science and proven in the real world.
Today's podcast brought to you by sellingyourcoaching.com. Sellingyourcoaching.com. If you're a coach, consultant, course creator, and you are in the beginning stages or you're already doing multiple six figures and you're looking to scale, then jump on board, sellingyourcoaching.com. Now, let's get into the podcast. Okay, welcome back. Another episode. Today we're going to jump into creating your avatar. Now this was developed in our Wealthy Coach program for people that are coaches, consultants, course creators, online marketers, but this will work in any business. Extremely important for you to recognize this. I've used this locally to help other real estate agents that I trained and worked with and coached to develop their avatar of who they want to work with, your ideal client avatar. Now you can already imagine there's 1,000 different books on this and articles. I'm going to break it down to you in a way that I have personally used to develop my avatar locally and how I've helped hundreds of clients do the same. So, now this is a quote that I really want you to grab a hold of. You could have the greatest coaching or consultant business. You could have any business. You could have the greatest coaching or consultant business on earth. But if you're trying to offer it to the wrong person, you're never going to hit your numbers. Period. You're never going to reach the goals if you're trying to go to the wrong person. Personally, is like taking and trying to go to a vegetarian and say, hey, you should try this carnivore restaurant, or going to somebody that is strict carnivore and saying, hey, you should really try to go vegan for a little while. Just not going to work. You're hitting the wrong people. So how do you go into and developing the avatar, like ideal clients, the person that you want to work with? And we're going to look at demographics. So if you're taking notes, and I hope you are, number one, demographics. Number two, we're going to look at interest. We're going to look at identity or behavior. Okay? And then we're going to go a little further. I'm going to give you one of ours. I'm going to give you an example from our Wealthy Coach program. So demographics. First of all, let's look at this. Who are you helping? Who are you helping? Not geographically. Now here, and like I said, when I do this local here on the coast of North Carolina, I'm working with realtors, and I've got one realtor that just wants to specialize in one neighborhood, like one area. He said, Wayne, if I can get 20% of that business, I'll make multiple six figures per year. And it's just always focused on. Others are focused on helping the Hispanic market or helping other people. So, but let's look at the demographics. Who you're going to work with. Where did they live? Where did they work? How old are they? And I'm going to ask you to write these down. Geographic. Where do they live? Where do they work? What's their age? What's their relationship status? Some of you are already thinking, well, it doesn't really matter. Married, single, it's complicated. I don't care. No, your ideal client. If your client walked into your business today, or you hopped on a Zoom call today, and you're like, oh wow, this is my perfect client. Married, single, it's complicated. What is it? What's their education? Are you talking to somebody that's, graduated high school and that's it? Are you talking to somebody that has a doctorate degree or anywhere in between? What's their occupation? Are you working with somebody that's employed, unemployed, stay-at-home moms? Are you working with mainly maybe physicians or professionals? Or are you working more blue-collar crowd? What are you working with? And what is their annual income? Now, this could take a while. So let me read through it again. Geographical, live, work, age, relationship status, education, occupation, annual income. You need to know this because it's going to help you form. Here's another one that, I didn't mention, but male or female. Are you working with men only? Or are you working with females only? Now, you may say I'm working with both. That's great. But if you got an ideal, because we're going to put a name to this avatar. Okay? We're going to put a name to this avatar. Is it male, female? Not that you can't work with both, but which one is it? Now, so that's demographics. I want you to write that out. After this podcast, you can go through and start working this out. You can also reach out to me. I'll help you complete this. The demographic. Second is interest. So now in my example, I use, I've got I'm going to go through all of this, but I use an image. I want to see this person. The person, and her name's Debbie. And I know how old she is and her status, but I know all this in my mind of who the ideal client would be. Now, I help male and female. I'm just using this as an avatar for one of the companies that I work with. This is Debbie. Now, what's Debbie's hobbies? And you may think, why does this matter? It matters so much. What's their hobby? What's their daily activities? Entertainment. What do they do? Political involvement. I had a client recently say, Wayne, I am never going to get into politics. However, if you know the political, what you hold true is likely what you'll attract, but more importantly, or maybe as important, what they believe is going to matter. So what's their political involvement? What's their religious beliefs? Are they spiritual or not? Are they involved or not? Okay? Fitness, wellness, and business. Are they business minded? Are they in business? I always say, are they when building a business or giving money to businesses? So that's the interest, hobbies, daily activities, entertainment, political involvement, religious beliefs, and how involved they are in that religion, fitness, wellness, and then business. So that's your interest. Now, identity. This is one many people miss. Identity or behavior. So back to Debbie. Where does Debbie give in charity? Think about this. Where are the donations or time spent? For example, let's talk about Wayne. I give to a number of ministries, okay? Not just Christian, most, I would say, but not just Christian ministries. We give to ministries outside, we give to charities outside of that where we are supporting other causes we believe in. But if you said, Wayne, where do you give your money? I give my money in those areas. I believe in helping the next generation. So we give to children. There's a number of things we do, and I don't want to get into all that. The point is, that's where I'm at. So what is the charity? Am I involved? I'm very involved with my church. Okay? I'm one of the pastors at the church. I'm involved with the church. I spend my time there. I spend my money there. I spend my energy there. Financial. Am I an investor? So is your ideal client an investor or a spender? Maybe doing both, but primarily. Are they an investor, and is what you've got to sell them going to help them in that investment journey, or are they spending? And then where do they spend that money? What do they buy? What do they enjoy? What does that look like? And then finally, travel. Are they nomads? Are they somebody that nest at home and stay there? These things, if you write this out, if you go through the demographics, if you go through their interest, if you go through their identity, you'll really get a clear picture of who that is. Now let's talk about that avatar. Let's talk about Debbie. So how does my product fit Debbie? For example, our program, how to sell coaching, the Wealthy Coach program. Well, I'll even go back one. This is Debbie was here actually. This avatar was created for our Life Coach certification program. So does the product fit Debbie? Yes. I'm reaching people. I'm reaching this demographic of people that would like to give back, or they feel called to give back. So does it fit? Yes. Is there a pain-based or reward-based? What I mean by that, are they looking to gain a hit? Or are they looking more like for heaven or to get out of hell? Are they pain-based? In most cases. A lot of times Debbie is, and what I mean by that is she feels stuck. I know there's more. I know I can accomplish more. I know I can earn more money. But also reward based. I know that I can help others as a reward. I know I can earn the money. I can travel and coach. And I can live the life I want to live. Okay, what's their past consumer history? Have they bought other products, services, etc.? I work with one industry. I was actually in the real estate industry pretty heavy. And what we recognized is most people that came on board and said, hey, I'm considering to hire you as a coach, they had already hired other coaches or may have other coaches they're still working with. So the fact that they had a coach or was working with a coach wasn't a bad thing. We just needed to know that. because now I can really get into what constraint that coach solved or didn't solve, and what they were looking for and what they're still looking for, which is, back to my last point, the trigger points to say yes. So how does your product fit? Are they pain-based? Are they more reward-based? What's their past history, consumer-wise? Then, what are their trigger points? What's it going to take for them to say yes? Okay, so let me read you. So I want you to, again, before I do that, write down this: demographics, interest, identity, and then your consumer with a question mark. You want to know, is this consumer fit? So I'm going to give you Debbie. Okay? Debbie is one of my avatars for one of the businesses. Debbie's a 40-year-old who's been in business as a coach just over 1 year after leaving the corporate world. She's a solo coach. It does not want a team or the responsibilities that a team would entail. She has a passion for helping men and women succeed by breaking away limited beliefs and helping them recreate their internal identity. She desires to work 30 hours a week, earn a consistent $15,000 per month, and be a coach as she travels. Debbie's married, has 2 children in school, so she chooses to coach part-time, yet still earn a full-time income. So, can I serve Debbie? Can I serve her? Absolutely. So this is the ideal person. She's already in coach, so the Life Coach Certification Program is going to give her a better format. The Wealthy Coach Program is going to teach her how to make $15,000, $20,000, $30,000 a month, full-time income on a part-time energy basis of 30 hours a week, and help her. So when she sees my program, she's the kind of person. See, now I'm not trying to convince somebody my program is the best for them. They're going to see it naturally because they're the kind of person that desires it. Is selling the carnivore steak not hard to do? But it would be if it was a vegan. Are you with me? So this is really what I want you to look at. Go into that and understand, who do you desire to serve? And can they afford you? Russell Brunson said, stop selling to broke people. And so your ideal client, think about this. And I'll tell you this, I in my past have coached people I loved coaching, but they could not pay the fees I needed to maintain a business. And I've coached people that I did not enjoy, but they paid me. I coached teams that were doing upwards of $1 million a month. Some I enjoyed, some I didn't. They could pay me, but I just didn't enjoy working with them. So your secret to fulfillment and wealth is to coach the people you enjoy serving and that can pay you very well for your services. So here's what I want you to do. If you're listening to this and you're one of our students, I want you to go into the private group and list out the details of your personal avatar. Tag me in that. I want to look at it. I want to help you. I want to walk you through that. This part of the business is so often overlooked. Oh, I'm already in business, Wayne. Can I recreate? Yes. When we recreate this, you will see absolute breakthrough in your wealth. You'll see breakthrough in your personal fulfillment. And when we know who your ideal avatar is, it's so much easier to find that person and attract that person. So, I hope this has been great for you. Again, if you're listening to this podcast, hit the share button. Let somebody else know that we are here with them. And again, jump over to sellingyourcoaching.com, sellingyourcoaching.com, and I look forward to speaking with you. Go out there, change the world, help others, and get paid very well for doing it. God bless.
Go to yourpersuasioncoach.com for more powerful resources on how to influence yourself, influence others, and impact the world.